welcome back to the Three Borrachos Show.
Three Borrachos Show.
We only bring heaters on this one.
Life's too short to drink that beer.
Cheers to that.
Heyo, welcome back to the Three Borrachos Show. I am your host, Aaron, and who's with me today?
What's up, y'all? It's your buddy Mike.
The Notorious Three. I'm Gabe-alicious.
That's right, boys and girls. Hop series continues today, but first, Gabe, what's in your glass?
So, got a banger out of Torrance, California by my favorite brewery on the planet. The old folks from Monkish.
Yep.
Bringing Large Shadows. It is, and please don't be surprised, triple IPA.
Fire!
10.1%. It's just stacked with New Zealand Rocco hops from,
Nice.
We just keep bringing it back to the table after Aaron's introductory hop series. And then lots of Aussie Galaxy hops in it as well. 4.47 across 2.3 thousand reviews.
Well, if Gabe brings his favorite, then I'll bring mine as well. So this is Evil Haze brought to us by Treehouse. And so it has the glorious purple tree, the Treehouse image itself with the subdued skull for the Halloween versions. So this is a 9.4% triple IPA as well. And I got to read this out here, right? Haze's stone fruit aromas pop with additional notes of jammy peach bars and peach gummy things.
Jammy peach bars.
True to self, this is an absolute hop and juice bomb.
Nice.
Absolutely delicious. So this is 4.52 across 260 something ratings. Recently released, came out like 2 weeks ago, whatever. But yeah, fantastic.
It's pretty cool. Treehouse is coming out with some like new lineups. Like they were kind of had the same kind of brewers for a long time. So it's nice to see some new hits.
Put this guy in
New hits on the charts.
in the hand today.
Yeah, usually during like October, like they have some interesting.
Yeah,
can
and they
releases.
have Evil Green and some spook ones out there. If you guys are lucky, you might see those in some upcoming episodes.
I bet we will.
Let's see. Do I call this one my favorite brewery? I think I might, actually. Usually I'm the Fidens fanboy here, but I really, really wanted to try some Ill Will today, and we got a little treat in our mailbox a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't wait any longer, so I put it in my glass. This is Mass Hysteria from Ill Will and from Zool as well. And just as their fall release kind of theme goes, this is in smoothie sour with apple, caramel, and cream. And oh my god,
Mouth watering
it
is
is.
hearing it.
Look how thick that
It is nuts. Like, and I don't know if you can see this, but they actually have a thickness scale on their cans. It's pretty funny. This has 5 eyes. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's their thickest one, but just in love with it. It's so good.
I'm so excited to have him back in the old vault.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah.
Thanks, Phil.
All right, continuing our hop series today, our friend Gabe-alicious over here brought us a new hop that we're very looking forward to. What do we got, Gabe?
Yeah, so I searched the continent high and low and east and west, and luckily had a beer in my fridge that kind of had an odd hop on it that I've never noticed before. So I grabbed it and I was like, I'm going to go with this hop. I don't know how popular it is, but we're going to run with it. So the hop series hop is called Zumo. Not good at Spanish. So it's taken from a Spanish word for citrus zest. So, don't criticize me too bad in the comments if you decide to comment. If you do, please do, because we'd like some comments. So it originates out of the Yakima Valley, the lower half, from the Seagull Ranch, which the Seagull Ranch is a pretty big player in the old hop game. They're most notoriously known for making the commercial American hop Cascade, and also one of the newer hops on the on the hop scene is anchovy, which is kind of funny because Aaron was talking about bringing that one to the table for the next hop series. So
Yeah.
we'll see what it brings. But really, the big characteristics of this hop really is it's got a lot of lemon flavors to it. It's a very light hop, and I'll get to the acids and the oils here in a bit. But the aroma is going to bring some lime zest, some orange, and citra. As you can tell, if it's called Zumo or Zumo, can imagine it's going to have a lot of citra hops to it. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and introduce my beer so the Borrachos can go ahead and savor it while I talk about the hops. This is a collab beer, the Dream Candy line from Other Half and Burial. The legend Chris Campbell hooked us up with this one.
You're the man.
It's called I Used to Just Let It Be What It Was. And it's a double IPA, 8%. So it's a New England as well. Like I said, Burial and Other Half, two banger breweries.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to bring some magic. 4.29 out of 1.3K, which is kind of low from what I would expect from a Burial and Other Half. But, everybody's got their choice in life. Maybe they're just choosing to be Scrooges, so with their ratings. But this one's got mashed. It's mashed with oats and wheat, like you would see in a lot of the OT
Right.
Other Halves.
Yep.
That's kind of what Other Half brought to the brew. And then Burial whirlpooled the brew with Citra, Zumo, and Citra Incognito. Then double dry hopped it with Simcoe, Citra, Zumo. Finally throwing in some Simcoe Hyper Boost, Citra Cryo, and Hyper Boost.
Oh, wow.
So
Let's try this guy.
hell yeah. Enough talking. Look at this
Cheers,
creamy
y'all.
goodness.
All right, cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
I'll say right off the bat when I was smelling it, yeah, lime and citrus, lime and lemon all day.
Yeah. And I think the cool thing, like with this one, from what I tasted, is it's got the citra, but it's not overly like wicked bitter from the citrus.
So that's that oat wheat base
Yeah.
that's coming through. So that'll really kind of mellow out that huge citrus, lime, lemon kick that's going to have. Wow, but really rich mouthfeel in this one.
Yeah, even for 8, I mean, it is light.
It's fairly subtle,
Right.
for all of the hops that are in this.
Yeah.
I would expect really much more of a hop explosion, but I really don't get it out of this. It's very, it's got a lot of great flavors in there. The profile's great. It's just incredibly smooth.
Yes, 100%. I mean, 100% because it when it washes away the palate,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it not finishing because it does,
it's
but
clean.
it also does not have that like, oh God, I just
Yeah.
like scrub my tongue with Dawn dishwashing soap kind of bitterness. And yeah, surprisingly extreme, like, and I say surprisingly, not surprisingly from an Other Half and Burial beer, but surprisingly with the number of untapped ratings and, being 429 still up
Yeah,
there.
it's
But
still
like
a
you would
good
think,
beer.
yeah.
But like generically speaking, we see like 4.4s and 4.5s on some of these beers, and especially between, like you said, between Other Half and Burial. I don't think that rating does this justice.
No, and I agree. Yep. So, but for some popular beers that the Zumo hop is used in, it's commonly used as you would expect. I mean, you think about what people put in their Coronas and their Modelos and things like that is the lime slice, right? So
Yeah.
it's a very popular hop to use in Mexican lager because it brings that lime characteristic to the table. Also, pale ales, of course, hazies, and just regular standard American IPAs.
And that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid it was going to taste like that lime slice in here, and especially when you said pale ales.
You might get that pine sol kind of.
And they get kind of dry.
Yeah.
But man, this is really good. Again, I think it's very subtle, but it's super rich.
Yeah. I think the thing that is standing out for this particular beer is the citrus. I mean, obviously there's a ton of citrus components in this beer, not just the Zumo.
Right.
But the citrus stands out, but it's not overbearing. And the thing that surprises me when you pour this beer and you know how other half brings to the party the oats and the wheat base, it's usually a pretty thick, kind of a heavy beer. This has none of that.
Yeah.
And I don't think so. When you pour it, it looks like it. It's like, man, this thing's creamy. But it's not really.
Yeah.
It's not
I don't think
heavy.
it's heavy at all.
Right.
No, it's
Yeah.
like clouds.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like cloudy.
And it almost has like a citrus type feel to it, to where it kind of it feels lighter
Oh,
and
absolutely.
a little bit more refreshing than what
Yeah.
your eye might. It deceives you, definitely.
Yeah, when you started listing off all those, hops and the was it the Hyperboost in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It started to remind me of the hop saturated
Yeah, yeah.
ales a little bit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, interesting, but
We're just throwing everything in the
Man,
kitchen
it
sink
is.
at it. Yeah.
I mean, there's flavor in here, but it is not chewy, it's not thick, it's so light and cloudy, like I said. But I really like this. Now I would say, like, this is an interesting topic. If I would have cracked this at home, not talking about this hop or whatever, I probably would have rated it a little lower. But like now that I'm talking about it with you guys and learning about a lot of the stuff that's in here, I mean, it's growing on me.
Yeah. And I think one of the, some other things about the hop is, it's a relatively new hop, cross-pollinated, grown on the Seagull Ranch, like I stated, 2023. So,
Ooh, that's really young.
Very young.
That's the youngest
hop.
we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like I said, it's got a lot of, it doesn't have a lot. Like, it is minimalistic when you talk to acids. So let's talk about that a little bit. So
Sure.
alpha acids, 5 to 6.5%.
Wow.
Right? Beta acids, 4 to 5%. And then when you're talking about the oils, this thing only has 0.5 to 1 milligram per 100 grams. So when you compare that to Aaron's Rocco hop that he discussed, the alpha acids in Rocco are 9 to 12%, which is that's double, right? Beta acids 5 to 6%, right? Pretty close to the same for the betas, right in the same ballpark. But oils, 1.8 to 2.2 milliliters per 100 grams, and you're talking, well over twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
The minimums and the maximums in the Zumo, hop. So very interesting hop. Very, it's widely known, and I had to do some more research on whirlpooling and dry hopping, because obviously this beer right here, it's got dry hopped Zumo and whirlpool Zumo.
Yep.
And it was pretty cool learning about some of the Albert Einsteinisms of the beer.
So we found the Rocco beer. I wonder if we could find standalone Zumo to kind of taste test that.
Yeah, so actually, good point, Mike, and I have some notes on that actually. So Zumo is swinging a home run.
That was not soft serve either.
That was out of left field. He wasn't this oven lined up, but some of the popular beers, and I'll start with that, maybe not just the necessary showcase Zumo beers. Pliny for President, which Russian River did for 2024 during the presidential election. They ran that, and it had Zumo in it. Mexican Lager by Other Half, it has Zumo in it. But some of the showcase beers, like Zumo, showcase beers, where it's primarily the lead role is Zumo.
Yeah.
Zumo Wrestling Ale by Russian River. Obviously Zumo, sumo, kind of, play on words there. And then there's several others that I looked at, like there was one done by Stone that I talked to you guys about.
That's right.
So Stone Brewing. But if you just hit Zumo up in your Other Half search, it's going to bring you a ton of beers that the showcase is. I would venture to say 40 to 50 beers have showcased as Zumo as their lead role hop. So pretty cool. Pretty cool little hop that I just really reading this can. I was like, what the hell is in this thing? I was like, oh, Zumo. I've never heard of that. Let's look that up.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah, appreciate that, Chris.
That was quick.
Yeah, so it was very interesting. And more we get into these things, the more I'm intrigued with the brewing process.
Yeah.
And can't wait to learn more.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's going to kind of come down the line if we get a little bit lucky here. But, well, shall we go ahead and rate this guy then?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I'll kick us off here.
Okay.
I think that global rating does not do it any sort of justice. And so I'm going to go 4.54. I love the mouthfeel. I think it's got fantastic flavors, incredibly creamy. Yeah, great beer.
Yep.
Well, I will say the one thing, I wish it had more of a kick on the back half.
Yeah.
But the fact it washes completely clean, great beer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to that. I'm a 4.51. Yeah, so the lime zest, in the aroma right away. And even though the hop itself isn't, as pungent or as strong as some of the other hops, like I think it does get some help from some of the other hops that are with it. But I think it does have a great complement. The lemon lime zest that I'm getting from the aroma and the taste, it's all right there. I think it's a pretty solid beer for it being, a double with some crazy hops in it.
Yeah. Like for me, I'm at 4.57. I think this thing was very surprising to me because usually a 4.29, when you're talking burial and other half, like those are usually low numbers for those breweries. So I think 4.29, I was a little worried that this was going to be really a 3.75 kind of beer. You know what I mean? But it was everything but. It was really good. It's got the indigestion going on me like crazy. So
that's citrus, right?
But so very good beer, and I'm looking forward to checking out Zumo and standalone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me. Whew.
Okay. What do we got for brew number
Dose?
So this one is a new brew to the table. And so this is Vivid Hope, come to us from Noble Savage up in New York. So this is a 9.7% New England double IPA. It is brewed with Hudson Valley malts, orange blossom honey, and dry hopped with Riwaka by Freestyle hops. And so this is something new we wanted to bring to the table. It does have is a 4.36 global rating, but there's only 33 check-ins. And as the can says here, it was canned on the 24th of September. So, a little over a month old, but for us, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I'd say so.
And with that,
all right.
This is what we got going on here.
Oh, interesting.
Cheers, Borrachos.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys. Okay. Some different flavors there.
Oh, there's a bite. All right, so I'll kick it off here. There's honey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of honey here.
And I got some, like, from that honey, I feel like there's some floral, like almost like,
Yes.
I don't want to say pollinate. Like when I see honey or whatever, like it's almost like it has some pollination going on in the beer.
So I think there's a big, sweet floral nose to it.
Okay. Yeah.
But then that drink, and it's, clearly Riwaka. So you do get some of that twang in there. So it is kind of dank.
I'm trying to find the words to that. Yeah, it's like
It's almost nutty too.
A little
Sorry,
bit.
I
Yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just getting for me, I'm getting more vegetal, like a green pepper almost, like kind of taste out of it. I wanted to say metallic at first, but I was going down the wrong path. But I don't know, like that floral and like earth, not earthy, but
Because I get the floral at the beginning of the drink, and as it washes away, it's almost like a nutty, like almost a peanut shell type flavor to it, which is odd with the honey, but it's, I don't know.
This is crazy.
Yeah, there are definitely some earthy notes with kind of everything you guys are talking about.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's the malts. So you said it was Hudson Valley malts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not, close to the typical hazies that we have. So it is a little harder to try to find all that stuff, but it's very interesting.
Yeah. And
I mean, the thing is like, you sound like we're criticizing it. I don't hate it.
I'm intrigued.
no,
No, I can drink it. It's just like I feel like there's a freaking equation going on in my brain right now.
I'm trying to figure out
what I'm tasting.
Trying to figure out what I'm tasting.
Yeah, like I'm not talking like a simple equation either. Like this has got a lot of flavors going on, a lot of different things going on, and it's like it's kind of light, but kind of rich. It's a wild one to me.
It's definitely thinner.
Very complex.
Definitely thinner than the previous one.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you can still see through like the top, just the top layer right there. But Noble Savage, I've been seeing them, across social media for a while now.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to have it. Of course.
I think this is the third Noble Savage I've had.
Okay.
And so they're few and far between. Hard to get. It depends on, if you know a guy or not, whatever type of thing. But hard to get.
Kind of has that Troon label, Masorum label kind of vibe going on. It's a wild beer, label. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because all their labels look like that, right, Mike?
Yeah. All the labels are exact same, and they just print the name of the beer on there. Yeah.
Are they a fairly new company? I don't know.
I'll be honest, I didn't really look into that.
We'll throw it up on the screen.
Yeah. I think the thing that's crazy about it is when Mike explained it, it seemed like a relatively straightforward beer, and then you drink it, and it's really complex, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the drink is very, this is going to sound really weird, but it's almost like an elegant type complex beer.
Yeah.
It's because it's got a lot of flavors going on, and it's I'm intrigued by it, man.
Yeah,
like the more I drink it, the more I'm just like, man, this is wildly good.
It is polar opposite of the 3 IPAs I've had tonight.
Yeah.
Right. And so to go from Juice Bomb from Treehouse to something that I thought was really refined from the other Half Burial collab to this, especially with, and I keep going back to the honey. Right? That orange blossom honey does something special to it. Yeah. So I think that it is a very distinct flavor. It's not bad by any means. It's just different, like
it is.
Yeah, I mean it's got my brain churning, man. Like it's wild.
Yeah, when you first mentioned the malts first, in the label there, it wasn't a red flag that went up, but it was like a, what is that? Like, right? So that, and then the honey next. So yeah, it's definitely,
and it's dry hopped.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we have that kick going on.
Okay.
Because it's dry hopped.
I think the crazy thing is I usually throw a flag up with honey because I get nervous because usually honey doesn't always bring sweetness to the table, right? It brings kind of a dryness and a little bit of a different type of bitterness to the beer.
Okay.
But I don't get that from this. Like it's really well balanced. It's just there's a lot of different flavors going on.
Yeah. I am burping up flowers.
But I do think that there is some dank, some earthiness to it on the backside. I think the front side is. I mean, I think there is some citrus in there. I think, and again, honey. But there's it's 2 different. Well, actually 3. Right. So the nose, the front half, and the back half are all different. So like there's a complexity there.
Yeah, and even on the flavors on the front of the tongue, the back of the tongue, like it kind of throws your brain into a freaking traffic jam.
Yeah, for sure. Man, okay. All right. I mean,
I dig it.
I am glad you brought it because we haven't had anything.
Yeah, you just did
I haven't had anything like this before.
Mind blown.
Right?
I would say a different word, but mind scrambled for sure.
like to talk to the guys at Noble Savage and ask them, like, what was their inspiration behind this? Like, why? Yeah, like, did they know they were going to brew it like this, or was it like hey, let's just throw this stuff together? I don't know.
Oh no, it's never let's just throw it together.
Reach out to us. Let us know.
Hell yeah, please.
All right,
Okay.
well, guess want to go around and rate this one as well here.
I'll take one more swig. So
That was a wine swig right there by Aaron. Did you see that little freaking?
yeah, just a little
He's trying
reminder. I'm go 4.38 is where I'm at.
Okay. I'm gonna go 4.45, and the reason why is the men that I sit in this room with, we drink a lot of freaking hazy IPAs. This is not anything like anything we've ever drank before, ever. Like, and that's kind of crazy in itself, and it's good. Like, I think I could drink a whole can of this sitting and watching football. Like, it's freaking good.
I agree.
And so that's where I'm at.
So I was wrong. It was a 4.26 global rating, right? So you guys are both over the global rating. I'm at a 4.4 on this one, and I think you had a great comment there. You said sit and watch football, right?
Yeah.
I think as the colder temp outside hits, a beer like this tastes better.
Yeah.
So you need something with a little bit more, and summertime juice bombs are great, and everybody makes them. This is a little bit different.
Mhm.
I think it's a good beer. I really do.
Yeah. And I really
There's a lot
think,
going on.
Yeah, and I really think, and this is something for the viewers as well. Like, crack an IPA, don't drink it ice baby cold.
Yeah.
Like, you got to let. I mean, we've had the opportunity to let both of these beers that we've drank, kind of chill out. So even if you're at the bar, like craft beer bar, and you're just like, man, I want to take a freaking swig of this. Like, take a swig of it. Look at the beer menu for a couple of minutes and come back to it. It blows your mind.
Don't ever let them serve it to you in a frosty mug.
Cold
No,
glass.
no.
Jesus Christ. Just tell them they're the devil when they do that.
Okay. I like, to me, it's hard because for me, I always grab something out of the fridge, pour it right away, and start drinking it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, when we went to Church Key, that was a little bit different experience because
they were pouring beers faster than they could cool them off, I think.
Well, but remember, though, they have multiple coolers.
Yeah, that are set
at a gauge.
especially
they gauged
for
it.
the type of beer that they're serving.
And it told us on the beer menu.
Yeah.
Because
The
those
degree.
first ones showed up and we're like, whoa.
This thing's British warm.
Yeah. But kind of to your point, right?
Yeah.
So I crack a beer. I set it there, and I usually let it sit. You take one drink out of it. I got it to get that flavor.
Getting the
thing.
untapped camera pick, doing your little
But then you let it sit for a few, right?
Yeah.
And like for a beer to last you 45 minutes, it may seem like you're milking it, but at the same time, you're making it better the whole way through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
It's not it's not a Bud Light 12 ounce that you're just here to smash it and be done with it. Like
I think it's more true to doubles and triples. The longer you kind of hold on to them, the better. I mean, granted, you can hold on, you can get them too ripe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're definitely bananas on the countertop. Like, there's a perfect.
And we had that with one of the other beers the other night. Them got a little bit too chunky.
Yeah, happens sometimes.
Chewy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Any closing comments, boys?
I'll kick it off. So it is hockey season. I'm probably pretty much the one who celebrates that. But yeah, super excited for hockey 3 to 4 nights a week. It is kind of the end of our out and about season with all the festivals and stuff. So it'll be kind of settling back in and exploring more breweries.
Yep.
But hey, it's still a great time to be alive.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah, want to say thanks to the Precarious crew and everybody at the Field Days event. We went last week and had a great time. We showed up. We were kind of worried about the drafts, the signs on, but they had a cool thing going with mystery pours. And old Sean Preston brought the heat. So we had a lot of really good beers. And
So good.
the Borrachos were chewing on ears the whole time. So we had a lot of fun with a lot of folks that enjoy the same beers we do. So
So
that
we
was
had
a great time.
so real quick. Let's talk about those beers there, right?
Yeah.
So he cracked out a Troon Crowler.
Yep. I have that
Um,
can in my garage now. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sean.
there was several very good, and this is from me.
Yes.
Several very good
Stouts,
imperial
Very good.
stouts.
And they
barrel
were
aged.
freaking fantastic.
nuts.
And they were all like 15%
He had-
because all of us
He
were
had like
ready
a
wrecked.
little magic hat, and he kept pulling greatness.
Hey,
out of
look
it.
at this.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we showed up and Bottle Logic was
Yeah.
at field days, and I was like, there ain't no way they're not going to have a stout. And we rolled up, and they didn't have a stout. And I was
West
like,
Coast.
what the shit is going on? Well, they were in the mystery
Well,
pours cooler.
everywhere didn't have a stout either.
Yep. So, but we had a great time. Met a lot of really good people that have kind of the same passions we have. Hopefully, we can get a couple of them on the show. I know we were handing out promises like, election freaking vote for me signage, but
We'll get there.
we'll get there. And but we had a lot of fun. But my closing comments. Thanks for that, Precarious, for putting on a good show.
Yeah.
Lots of good people, and World Series is on. It's hard to watch,
Yeah.
just for the simple fact that it's two not so fun teams to cheer for. The Dodgers.
F
and
the Dodgers.
I
and the
know.
Blue
But that
Jays.
game last night was.
I'll say it.
I mean,
publicly.
yeah, epic. Like Otani.
back and forth.
Otani was on base nine
Nine
consecutive times last night, which is insane because the Blue Jays straight said, we're not pitching to him anymore. We're walking him every time he
Walking
comes
him,
to the plate.
Yeah,
I mean,
And
why not? I mean,
and it worked.
Makes
yep,
sense.
until they pitched to
Except for one
Freddie
at bat.
Freeman.
Oops. Yeah, I have removed all my sports stuff from the table. My Penn State team has failed me. The Philly season's
They're
over.
coachless.
Yeah, we're coachless. The Steelers, I mean, I thought we were going in the right direction. Then we get beat by the Bengals and then the Packers. Like, that's rough.
We need to lose.
To get them draft picks.
Yeah. What's the best thing that we could achieve? Losing in the first round?
Yeah, we're halfway through. We'll be all right. But maybe I'll get into hockey.
Hey, I know a guy.
We're trying.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's okay. You got to go to a live
It's 100%
game.
better
You
than
need to go to a
football.
live
You're
game.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're
It's-
right. I
it's
just
nonstop.
don't. My problem is I don't know all the rules, so it's kind of hard to follow. Like,
It works
anyways.
really good with a cold beer. You'll figure it out real quick.
yeah.
But the one thing I'm looking forward to is the future of the show. So it was alluded to earlier, but we are looking for a brewing process type series after the hop series, or maybe mixed in with it, and then also just getting more into the hops. So Gabe mentioned the anchovy hop. Like we're getting there. We're gonna be pumping out some good content here. So stick with us. But in the meantime, I mean, I think you guys know what to do, right?
Life's
Life's
too
too
short.
short
To drink that beer.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Adios. Yeah. So.
So,
Let's try this guy.
hell yeah. Enough talking.